Hello guys, how are you? This is a beginner level tutorial on Python about how to open a file in Python. To open a file, let's create a file first. We can use other files, but we want to show some text from our file. So let's create it. Let's create my text file, my text file dot text. So let's write, hey, I am the no hey, here is the content of the file. So we are going to read this and we are going to print this on a screen. So sorry, let's create a Python file called let's read .py and open it with IDLE. Now we know what is the file name. We have to know the file name before we can open it. So the file name is my text file dot text, and the file is living in the directory where our script is. So we do not need to provide the full path of the file. We can just provide the relative path. So this is the file name, and how to open it. We are providing the file name as a string. So how to open it? We have to open it with the built-in function open, and as the first parameter you have to provide the file name as string, and as the second parameter you have to provide the mode as string. So we are going to open it in reading mode or read mode, sorry. So it will return a file object, and we have to store that in a variable. I'm going to store that in a variable called f. So how do we read it now? To read it, we just need to use the method called read, and it will return a string containing the contents of the file. So I am catching that data as variable t, and now I am just going to print the t variable so that we can get all the contents. But remember to close the file. If you keep the file open, other programs in your system will not be able to write on that file, or you will not be able to delete that file. And more important of that, your system resource will be used for open files. So do not keep the files open. It's a good practice, and I say it's the best practice to close all the resources, or in this case close the file. So let's say close. So we are going to close the file. So run this module, and what do you see? Sorry, I misspelled it. CLOAC, close, and now run it. What do you see? The content of the file. Hey, here is the content of the file. So we are successful in reading the file, but there is another method, another way to read the file. How to do that? So okay, we can use the context manager, that is with, and when we are using with, we don't need to manually close the file. The context manager will close it itself. So it is very convenient tool, and most of the time I use it instead of going through the open, read, close cycle. So uh, when you are opening the file, you don't need to put the f equals open and that. So you can provide the file you can say that the keep the file object in the variable called f, and the context manager will act accordingly. So in this case we are writing cleaner code, and we don't need to worry about closing the file. After the context manager exits, the file will automatically be closed. So we can do as we did previously. So f dot read, we are reading all the contents from the file and then we are just going to print that. So let's see whether it works or not. Let's run this. So what do you say? Hey, here is the content of the file. So that's it. That's opening the file, reading it and putting the content on your display. And as you have stored the content in the variable t or whatever variable name you provide, you can use it for any other purposes. So that's it. That's all. I'm going to provide you with another tutorial where we would discuss more on file opening, like in reading mode, in writing mode, in binary mode, in text mode. For example, we have just opened it in text mode. If you want to open it in binary mode, we have to say RB. If you want to open it in writing text mode, that is W, and if you want to open it in writing binary mode, that is WB. And if we provide it R plus, that is read and update in text mode. If we say that RB plus, that is reading and updating in binary mode. So we will discuss about that later. That's all for today. Thank you.